Hello everyone, I am Dr. Sirajul Akfaizi. I welcome you in my YouTube channel. Today in this video, I am going to talk about chemical bonding. You know my friends, chemical bonding is very important in chemistry. So let us start learning of chemical bonding with molecular orbital theory. First of all, you think about molecular orbital theory. What is the concept behind molecular orbital theory? So let us learn about what is the goal of molecular orbital theory. The goal of molecular orbital theory is to describe molecules in a similar way to how we describe atom. That is in terms of orbitals, orbital diagrams and electron configuration. Now atomic orbitals. You know orbital mixing. When atoms share electrons to form a bond, their atomic orbital mix to form molecular bond. In order for these orbitals to mix, they must, have a similar energy levels, overlap well, be close together. And this is an example of orbital mixing. The two atoms share one electron each from their outer shell. In this case, both 1s orbitals overlap and share their valence electrons. So you can see. So molecular orbital sigma bond formations. You can see 1s orbitals combined with 1s orbital of hydrogens, 1s orbital of hydrogen forming H2 overlap, create hydrogen-hydrogen sigma bonds. You can see here. You have 1s orbital of hydrogen, 2p orbital of fluorine. You will get HF overlapping, create HF sigma bonds. If you have the fluorine, another fluorine, 2p orbital of fluorine combined with 2p orbital of fluorine, it gives F2 overlap, creates FF sigma bonds. So now 2px 2ps combine, they will form bonding and anti-bonding. 2py 2pi combine, forming bonding and anti-bonding. 2pz 2pz combine, you can see here. So here is the 2px 2px. Most of the time 2pz 2pz, this is the forming sigma, but book to book it is different, so no problem. If 2 is making the bonding and anti-bonding, the 1 is will make the sigma bonds. Okay, so p orbital overlap to form sigma and pi molecular orbital. Now you can see ethene sigma and pi bonds. So set of orbital sp2 plus p sigma bonds. You have this plane pi bonds and pi bond. Overlap of pi orbital in pi bonds. So this is the sigma and this is the pi. Now ethine sigma and pi bonds. You can see this one is cylindrical, many bonds. So atomic and molecular orbital. You know, in molecules, electron occupy molecular orbital which surround the molecules. The two 1s atomic orbital combine to form two molecular orbital, one bonding and one anti-bonding, star bond. So this is the illustration of the molecular orbital diagram of H2. Notice that one electrons form each atom is being shared to form a covalent bond, and this is an example of orbital mixing. Now molecular orbital theory. Each line in the diagram represents an orbital. The molecular orbital volume encompasses the whole molecule. The electron fill the molecular orbital of the molecules like electron fill atomic orbital of the atoms. Now molecular orbital and valence bond theory. You know my friend, electron go into the lowest energy orbital level of a principle, you know. The maximum number of electrons in each molecular orbital is 2. You know the Pauli exclusion principle. One electron goes into orbitals of equal energy, this parallel spin, before they begin to pair up. So this is the one rule. So each rule we have to apply information of molecular orbital diagram. So atomic orbital, another atomic orbital is forming molecular orbital sigma and sigma star. Now Bond order. You know bond order is equal to bonding electrons minus antibonding electrons divided by 2. The bond order is an indication of bond strength. Greater bond order, greater bond strength. The bond order equals the number of bonds formed in the molecule. So predicting a species stability using molecular orbital diagram. You know, use molecular orbital diagram to predict whether H2 plus and H2 minus exist. Determine their bond order and electron configuration. You know, atomic orbital of hydrogen, another atomic orbital of hydrogen, combined together they are forming molecular orbital. One is sigma, another is sigma star. So bond order half, into 1 minus 0 is equal to half. So H2 plus does not exist because there is a half bond. So bond order half, here 2 minus 1. Bonding minus anti-bond. So H2 minus does not exist. Now the paramagnetic properties of O2 you can see. So hemodiagram of O2 you can see due to this unpaired electron O2 is paramagnetic energy. So friends, molecular orbitals and valence bond. You know atom or molecule in which the electrons are paired are diamagnetic. Those that have one or more unpaired electrons are paramagnetic, attracted to a magnetic field. Liquid oxygen is attracted to a magnetic field and can actually bridge the gap between the poles of the horseshoe's magnet. You know, the molecular orbital model of O2 is therefore superior to the valence bond model, which cannot explain the property of oxygens. So molecular orbital diagram of HF, you can see one fluorine atomic orbital, one hydrogen atomic orbital, it gives hydrogen fluoride molecular orbital. So bonding, anti-bonding and unbonding. Now molecular orbital diagram of methane. You know, so far we have only look at the molecules with 2 atoms. Now we have molecular orbital can also be used for larger molecules. You see 1 into atom carbon atom orbitals, methane molecules, 4 into hydrogen atom orbitals, and then formations of methane molecule. Now you can see the molecular orbital diagram of water, 1 oxygen atom and 2 hydrogen atom combined together forming molecular orbitals. So molecular orbital diagram of helium-2 plus and helium-2. Helium-2 bond order half, so helium-2 bond order 0, so helium-2 does not exist. So relative molecular orbital energy level for period 2 diatomic molecules. You can see here atomic orbital combined with the atomic orbital forming molecular orbital, and then you have the O2, F2 and Ne2. If you have molecular orbital energy diagram B2, C2, N2. For you can see the shifting. So this is the one types, this one is another. Now using molecular orbital theory to explain bond properties, you can see antibonding, bonding, bond orders. You can see lithium-2 and beryllium-2 bonding in s orbital molecular diagram. Now conclusions, you know, bonding electrons are localized between atoms. So atomic orbitals overlap to form bond. 2 electrons of the opposite spin can occupy the overlapping orbital. You know, bonding increases the probability of finding electrons in between atoms. It is also possible for atoms to form ionic and metallic bond. So my friends, I hope this video will be helpful to you. If you like this video, then subscribe my channel, and thanks for watching.